It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? My name's Jake Shadow. This is a podcast about reality television and friendship in which I ask my best friend, Thomas Bowell, if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how you doing today?
I'm doing alright, Jake. Your boy is sick, so that's not fun, but otherwise...
Oh, no.
I just realized I don't have the microphone next to me. So, that's gonna be very faint.
It's that sick brain.
Yeah.
Got you doing things wrong. I get it. Woke up this morning.
My girl give that sick brain. That was in that Eminem freestyle that everyone likes so much.
Oh, is that one that's 11 minutes long?
Yeah, I have not watched it, and I will not watch it.
Yeah, I don't care for it. The last thing I watched was that... The last Eminem thing I watched was the video from the Venom soundtrack.
Yeah.
Which I think I watched
Venom.
Oh, wow, that's a really good impression.
Like.
You're so good at impressions.
This is my impression of him in the freestyle, like swerving in and serving him and serving him.
Well, what's cool about that video is, like, everybody's Venom, but also Eminem is Venom, and so everybody is Eminem. Venom.
Yep.
There we go. We got it. Eminem's bad. Venom.
Do you know that Venom and Eminem kind of rhyme?
Kind of. They use a lot of the same letters, and oh, you know what that means? They could be on Survivor same names together.
That's true, or Survivor almost same names.
Or Survivor rhyming names. Now there's a season we need to do in the
Survivor
off-season.
Rhyme Crimes.
Survivor Rhyme Crimes, that's what we called it. That's good. Survivor Rhyme Crimes. Well, Thomas, I'll tell you, they announced the premiere date of season 38. Maybe between seasons we could do a Rhyme Crimes. Just saying, it's possible. It's a possibility. Speaking of Survivor, Thomas, did you watch Survivor David vs. Goliath last night?
I didn't just watch it, Jake. I watched it twice, because I watched 2 episodes.
Yeah. Totally.
Got it.
I was like, what do you mean you didn't watch it? Oh, you mean you did watch it. Okay.
I said I didn't just watch it. I watched
it twice. That's good. I also watched it twice, and I mean both episodes 2 times, because it's a good show, and I like watching it. Good episode. Good season. All right, end of episode. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, that's all we have to say about this one.
We should... New format for this show. We dick around for 3 minutes and then just say if it's good or bad and then end the episode.
How do we feel about the show? Is it still good? Yes? What else do we have to tell you?
It's good.
Just watch for yourself.
I don't know why you're listening to this when you could watch the show. Today's episode was called Tribal Lines Are Blurred, which a lot of people thought meant that Davey is confirmed winner. Because, he's a bit of a blurred himself.
What?
Tribal lines are blurred.
Oh, because he's a black nerd.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. I thought you were saying, like, Davey was in the band Blur. And I was like, no, he wasn't. I know that he wasn't.
You don't know that. You don't know everything about Davey Reichenbach.
He's not Graham Coxon.
He's actually the newest member of Gorillaz after
damn.
Murdoch went to jail, and...
Yeah, which one is he? Is he Russell? No, racist. He's Murdoch.
Well, they have to replace Murdoch, and what's his name? Ace from Powerpuff Girls is probably busy with the Powerpuff Girls reunion, so they have to replace him again. And
that's probably true.
I mean, what else is Davey doing? They finished filming this like a year ago, so it's confirmed. Ooh, was that a can opening? Is it time to?
Sure was.
Is it time for a bottle check right now?
You should isolate that because it was like a nice loud one. It seemed like my mic picked it up, so you should isolate that and just play it every time that we do a can or bottle check.
Because it's so hard to get the sound effect of a can just opening.
There's just no there's no public domain sound effects.
Impossible to find on the endless world of the internet. The World Wide Web, you might call it. So, Thomas, what are you drinking over there on this
Go to www.soundeffects.biz.
Soundeffects.taco. Am I right? Don't talk to me until I've had my tacos. Thomas, what are you drinking For this bottle
drinking
check.
a little Werner's, a traditional
Of course.
beverage to drink when you're sick.
Fucking Michigander through and through. Coursing through
You know
your
I
veins, the ginger ale.
I
Some good
stan
stuff.
Michigan.
Oh,
I'm
like
kind of a
Eminem.
Michigan stan.
Yeah, like because of Eminem. Did you know that 8 Mile was actually just an advertisement for Werner's?
Yeah, it was a good one too. That's why I always
buy
drink
it now.
Werner's.
Yeah, that's good. I'm drinking a. You're gonna laugh at me. Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Sure.
Energizing pineapple orange mango, the best one. And it's a low bar. Yes,
There isn't a best one because Kickstarter is garbage.
It's bad, but the 7-Eleven near my house doesn't have a lot of options, and I didn't have a lot of time to go elsewhere before we started recording, so that's what I got. It's fine.
That's your story, and you're sticking to it.
It's got bubbles. I like bubbles. It's got a fruit flavor. It's cold. That's all I need. That's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, let's get into this episode.
I'm glad we're finally allowed to talk about the episode.
There's 2 of them. We're not talking about just the episode. We're talking about the double episode.
Oh, yeah, that's right. About the episodes.
Yes. Angelina asks who voted for her, and whoever voted for her is like, I did it. She says that she will, without hesitation, write any of their names down now. Like, yeah, dude, that's the fucking game. Okay, whatever. I'm not mad at her. She's my
Yeah, it
favorite.
sounds like your player needs to get it together.
Well, at least she's still in the game, my friend. Nick and Davey go idol hunting, and Nick finds a clue telling him that the idol is at the furthest end of the island, and he has to go get it at that night. I don't like this. I don't like how they're hiding idols like this. There's like no challenge to get it. You know? What do you think?
You know, I agree. I think there's too many, and I that was one of the first things I thought in this episode was like, all right, enough with the idols.
Yeah, too many. I think it would be more exciting if each tribe got one idol for the whole season. Like if there's 3 tribes in the beginning, 3, and then the merged tribe gets another 1, and you can use them whenever. I think that's a better way. It's just like replacing them. That means they can be used at every single tribal council if the players choose to do that. It's bad. It's too much. Whatever. Who cares?
It's all bullshit anyway.
Yeah, it's fucking fake. Reward challenge. There are 2 teams that have to go across a rope bridge and then throw 3 rungs at a ladder. Okay. The winner gets a picnic, including wraps and iced tea and some other stuff. Great. The team of Alec, Allison, Christian, Gabby, and Mike win, all thanks to Alec. Carl calls Alec a challenge threat. How did you feel about Alec throughout this episode? The first episode.
I thought he was, I thought he played it about as well as he could, to be honest.
Do you like him?
I kind of liked him, to be honest. He grew on me.
Yeah. He, once we get to the immunity challenge,
I was bummed because I Kara's grown on me quite a bit.
Yeah.
And, I enjoyed them as, like, a team.
Yeah. Alec and Kara were the 2 people who, had posted on Instagram before the season started that they were on the season together, and that, like, made production really upset. So they're, like, not paying them their appearance fee or whatever.
What?
We talked about this for sure.
We probably did. I just forgot about that.
Yeah, Alec posted something on his Instagram with the 2 of them, and the caption was just like, fuck it. He's like, you're not supposed to do that, my dude.
That sucks.
Do you not understand what a non-disclosure agreement is? So I was expecting him to be fucking obnoxious, but he was a pretty good player. So that's good. At the reward, Alec calls himself the star of the show and recognizes that he needs to get his relationship back on track with Gabby and Christian. Then he eats 6 wraps, like old Joe. And he opens a basket and finds letters from home. So that's heartwarming. As he reads his letter, Christian says he is going to have to burn some bridges and that show that he's a force in this game. I don't like Christian.
Is he gonna have to burn his bridge with Gabby, or is Gabby going to have to burn her bridge with him?
That's what we're waiting to see. It's got to happen one of these days.
No, it doesn't, but...
No, it has to. It's in the rules.
They could just be in the final 3.
In the rules of Survivor, you can't pick Allison to win. Obviously, that's rule number 1 since 2000. Sure. And the other rule is Gabby and Christian have to turn on each other at some point. The season's going to go forever if that doesn't happen. Sorry. Those are the rules. Look, I don't make the rules. Back at camp, Carl is frustrated with their lack of food. He says, if Alec doesn't win, I want to take him out. Mariah. Oh, shit. I can't read. Fuck. We gave her a new nickname, and I can't even read it. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure.
Mariah points out, Carl is very confident, but I know in this game, when you're overconfident, it doesn't always go in your favor. Kara listens to this podcast.
She knows what's up.
We have been saying this for literal years, and Kara's smart. She might win.
I would welcome it.
Yeah.
I think she's probably the person I'm rooting for the most out of everyone that's left.
What about Mike White?
Oh, yeah, I'm rooting for Mike White, too.
What about Gabby?
What
about your favorite Christian?
I'd be fine with Gabby winning, but I don't know. I don't like her as much as you do. I don't think.
What about Edge?
Edge, I would love to win. Christian, not so much.
She tells Alec Kara tells Alec that he's been targeted. So he says he's going to have to win immunity. Yep, that's how the game works, my friend. Then everyone who went on the reward gets sick. How do people keep doing this? Like, your body gets used to eating a cup of rice a day, and then you're like, oh, look at all this food. My body can totally handle
eat all
this.
The food.
At one point, didn't somebody, I think it was Nick at camp, was like, wasted nutrition. Shut the fuck up, Nick. You're so fucking obnoxious. At night, Nick hikes to find the idol. He says people are going to recognize Nick's taken out a lot of targets, and then he says, I'm going to be in the best position in the game for a long time.
I mean, he's got it. He's right that he has a good resume.
Yeah, I guess. Quotes like that, though, make me nervous.
He also, has not been on, no one has targeted him.
I think, I have to imagine that they're going to pick up on that soon, that nobody's targeted him yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but I think he's played a good social game.
Definitely. I mean, I think it's a very smart move to go into every alliance and be like, let's name this alliance. It's annoying to watch. I think he's an annoying character, but that is a smart move. It's like that makes people feel more invested in their alliance, and it's, for the most part, worked.
Mm-hmm.
The rock stars, Mason Dixon, what's his other one? Whatever. Oh, then we get into this immunity challenge. Man, this immunity challenge was really good. They have to stand on a perch and hold some handles behind their head, but if they'd rather, they can sit out and eat nachos instead. Which would you pick? Nachos or immunity?
I would go for immunity. You should always go for immunity.
I mean, you should, but did you see those nachos?
I'm sure they were good, but you'd also probably shit yourself.
Yeah. Oh, do you think that what they put on? Never mind. Okay. Angelina, Carl, and Nick decide to eat the nachos. Jeff calls the plate of nachos one of the largest platters of nachos ever. That can't be true,
That's
right?
not, if you said I've ever seen, fine. But,
right.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I just don't think that you have the expertise to say whether this is one of the largest ever.
It's, maybe ever on the show, I could believe that.
One of the largest ever for, what, how many people? It was 4 people?
3 people. 3 people ate the nachos.
Yeah, it's not one of the largest ever if 3 people can eat it.
Yeah. I have to imagine that there was a bigger one in the Guinness Book of World Records. Let's look it up. I'm going to look it up right now. Largest plate.
We're going to show Jeff how full of shit he is.
Well, after he eats all those nachos, he sure will be. Largest
He
plate
shirts.
of nachos world.
My
record,
man
I
shirts. He's gonna shirt himself.
think. Oh, God.
What are we in the good place?
Good one. No, we're near the largest plate of nachos ever. The largest plate of nachos was at the University of Kansas in 2012. Was 80 feet long and over 4,500 pounds. That's a lot of nachos.
Yeah, I can feed like 3 people.
Yeah. What if that was the challenge?
If each of them eats like 1,300, they would have to eat like 1,333 pounds of nachos each.
If they ate like,
and then one of them would have to eat an extra pound.
If one of them, or if they each ate like 4 times their body weight in nachos, then they win immunity. That's the show now.
With it 4 times their body weight. Are they all like 350 pounds?
Look, you know I'm bad at math and reading and everything else we were supposed to learn in school. Okay, so it comes down to Alec and Christian and Gabby. Gabby drops out, so it's down to Alec and Christian. And Alec says he isn't letting go until he wins. After 3 hours, Christian decides to tell a story to pass the time, and Alec just says, God.
It was good strategy because I would also immediately give up.
Yeah, honestly. At one point, 4 hours and 20 minutes passed, which they decided to note on the screen, which is good.
Hell yeah.
Then 5 hours pass. Eventually, Alec turns to Christian and says, "You're safe, I'm not." And Christian says, "I know, but I may never get this opportunity again." And then finally, Alec falls off and Christian wins. He's the first David to win individual immunity. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting?
Also, like, fuck Christian for being like, I may never get this chance again.
Oh,
like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fun. I liked that strategy. That strategy was very smart of just annoying him into a submission. That's smart. It's smart, and I'm a Christian stan now. Sorry,
Bit of a Christian stan.
Yeah, he's from Michigan, just like my good friend Eminem and my other good friend Venom. Venom? Is that his name?
Venom.
Sounds like a vacuum that isn't starting. In a talking head, Alec says he didn't come here to be a unanimous vote. Well, sorry, bud. Carl reiterates it's going to be Alec. Gabby is bothered by Carl being so controlling, and then she starts crying. Christian tells Alec he is finding Carl to be increasingly problematic, so Alec then targets Carl. At this point, I legitimately did not know who was going home.
I didn't either, and also, it seemed like it would have been smart to just target Carl here.
Why?
Because it doesn't make any sense to do. I mean, like, if they were gonna do it anyway, why not do it now? If you're Christian, why not solidify an alliance with Alec? Someone who said they want to play with you.
Because he's a challenge threat. And like this late in the game, that's really important to get rid of.
You could take him to the end.
He would win if he got to the end.
No, not necessarily.
He's so charming.
I think you're exaggerating how charming he is. He hasn't really done that much in this game. He's won like one individual immunity.
Yeah, but he's gone to the end of every single immunity challenge, I think. And he's won probably every reward, or at least come close, and been like the star player on every team of the reward challenges. Like, I totally understand why they would want to get him out.
Yeah, but he hasn't done... What else has he done?
It doesn't matter. If he can win immunity to the end... Like,
no, what I'm saying is if you take him to the end with you, I don't think he would have the case that Christian has.
Why would he not have the case? I won 6 straight
Christian
immunity
played a much better
challenges.
social game than him.
Yeah, but it's social game on top of immunity challenges.
Yeah, and I don't
think
think Alec's social game has been that impressive.
I mean, he was the first one to bring the Davids and Goliaths together post-merge.
No, he would have that argument.
And he would have a fantastic immunity challenge record. I think it totally makes sense. I could see them going either way, but if you have the opportunity to take out a big challenge threat like this right now, you should absolutely take it, I think. But we don't know what happened yet because we're not even to Tribal Council. Let's talk about that. Christian talks about the immunity challenge and calls Jeff his captive audience, and Jeff says, I was captive. I couldn't go anywhere.
I like that Jeff will say that sometimes, like Janet from The Good Place, making another Good Place reference.
Yeah. Janet, Allison has been compared to Janet on this season.
Yes, I can see that. She kind of looks like her.
I had said in the beginning, if Janet had been played by Celine Dion, it would be Allison. Christian talks about the immunity challenge. Oh, Dan whispers to Jomo too much in the jury. I didn't care for that. They kept cutting back to the jury, and Dan was always whispering to Jomo. It's like, you're not supposed to talk in the jury, dude.
Cut it out, brochacho.
Yeah. It's fucking annoying. Alec says sitting out at the immunity challenge says a lot about Carl's character. Whatever, dude. Carl points out that he hasn't been on any rewards, and that's why he ate those 5,000 pounds of nachos. They vote, and Alec was, in fact, a unanimous vote. That's good. I mean, it's fine. The Instagram thing really put me off, so I was ready to hate him at any point. Okay, then we get back to camp. Allison is upset, and Christian comforts her. Christian does that a lot.
Yeah.
I understand that it's probably jury management, but I don't like it. I don't like him. Hey, do you think my mom likes Christian?
No.
Oh, you're wrong. She likes him a lot. She thinks he's great.
Why?
Because she roots for the underdog. I was home this week, and we were watching it, and she was like, oh, I love Christian, but, I always root for the underdog. And I'm like, Mom, the season, though, the Goliaths are the underdogs. That's what they don't understand. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. She tells him that she wants to work with him and Gabby. Allison says that. Okay. Let's get into this reward challenge. It was fantastic. It's a dunk contest, and it made me very happy.
No one dunked. I didn't like it. I liked the challenge.
A lot of people dunked. Davey dunked all the time.
They got close, but they weren't, really dunking.
Okay, well, in the context of the game, that was as close as you're going to get to a dunk.
You could have jumped high enough to dunk on that.
Maybe Cliff Robinson could have. Maybe Scott Pollard could have.
Yeah, that's true.
But 5'8" Davey isn't going to do that. I actually don't know how tall Davey is. He might be tall. He got pretty close, though. He did at one point dunk really hard in one of the baskets, and the ball jumped out of the basket it initially went in and then fell into a different basket.
Yep.
So that's the dunk. That counts for 2.
Yeah, nobody was hanging on the basket at all.
Well, yeah, but it was it wasn't the sturdiest of baskets.
Yeah, but if you should put both hands on the basket if you want to dunk it.
Why didn't anybody dunk like Vince Carter?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I'm glad that you've come around on this and that you agree with me.
Why hasn't Vince Carter played Survivor yet? Probably because he's still playing.
He's still playing professional basketball.
Still playing professional basketball. Hey, wait. New hashtag though? The
minute he retires, I would love to get him on Survivor.
Okay, we got to figure out a hashtag for that because Vince Carter on Survivor is a little long. What do we call him? Mr. Slam Dunk Contest 2000?
Hashtag Vinsanity on Survivor.
Hashtag Linsanity on Survivor. What's he up to? Has he retired yet?
No, he is also still playing bad. They're actually on the same team.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, they both play for the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, nice. That's weird. I'm gonna think of him as a Raptor forever. Vince, not Lynn.
It's funny because he's played that was the team he started with, and that was what probably the peak of his career was at. But considering how long he's played, it was maybe a quarter of his career that he played there.
Has he played for every single team yet?
Let me see how many teams he's played for.
We don't have.
He's played for 20 years.
how many teams are there? 20 some?
There's 30 teams.
30 teams? 20.
He would have
20,
been
10
eligible
teams.
to play for 32 different teams because the Vancouver Grizzlies still existed his rookie year and the Sonics existed up until 2008. So he would have had the opportunity to play for either of those teams.
Has he played for OKC?
No.
Okay,
So he played
we'll get
for
that one.
Toronto for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 years, it looks like. Then he played for the New Jersey Nets for about 4.5 years. Then Orlando, Phoenix, Dallas, Memphis, Sacramento, and Atlanta. So he has
A lot
played
of
for
teams in the South.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different teams. So he has played for a quarter of the teams that he had a chance to play for.
Amazing. Vince Carter is perfect.
Vinsane.
Vinsane.
Oh, his other nicknames are, his nicknames are VC, Vinsanity, Air Canada, Half Man, Half Amazing, and there's no way anyone actually called him this Flying Man.
But it will be in the hashtag now. You know who he's going to play for next?
Who's that?
Jeffrey Probst.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
VC meets JP.
that's probably... No. I like Flying Man on Survivor.
No, Vinsanity on Survivor is good.
Vincent, is that better? Probably.
Yeah, Vinsanity is like a good nickname, and Flying Man is not, so yes.
Well, I mean, the fact that he
and
can
also
fly.
people would know what you were talking about, as opposed to Flying Man, which they would not know what you were talking about.
Do you mean Superman?
What if there was a superhero's only powers that they could fly, but they were otherwise like a normal person?
There's gotta be.
You would think, right?
Flying Man. Did you watch The Tick?
You know what? There already is a superhero called the Flying Man. That's a dang pilot. Those are the real heroes.
Yep. Flying Man. I just googled the phrase "Flying Man" and it just brought me jetpack videos, so that's going to be tough to find. Okay, so the team of Davey, Carl, Kara, and Mike win. Mike won both rewards this episode.
He did.
Good for Mike White. On the boat, the reward is they go on a boat and drink beer and have a picnic or something. Whatever. Davey excitedly pours beer on his own head. I'm still mad about that. Like, why would you do... Davey, come on. Speaking of basketball, Mike White calls himself a free agent.
That's a sports thing. That's not a basketball thing.
Yeah, but we were just talking about basketball.
All right.
Speaking of Vince Carter, he was a free agent a lot between all those teams.
He was a free agent just, in July.
Why didn't the Pistons pick him up, Thomas? They picked up fucking Allen Iverson like 5 years after he was... Whatever. I just want to see Vince Carter in a Pistons jersey.
I mean, he's still playing, so maybe next year.
I don't think he's ever going to stop.
I mean, he's like 41 or 42 right now, and he's still playing.
Is he the oldest person in the league?
He's going to turn 42 in January.
Hell yeah. Vince Carter's the man. Well, Vince Carter is the Becky Lynch of the NBA.
That's true.
He's the man. Vince Carter still looks exactly the same as always. Fantastic. Is he the last Gen Xer in the NBA?
I mean, I don't think so, but like Dirk Nowitzki's in there.
Oh wow, yeah, he's old too.
Good point.
Who are the oldest people in the game left? Like they die.
Him and Dirk Nowitzki are both 40 or older. Dwayne Wade's like 37.
Vince Carter is the oldest. 41 and
Jose
308
Calderon's
days.
37.
Yeah, he's back on the Pistons.
He is. I was glad to have
Nowitzki's
him
number
back.
2. Jamal
Who
Crawford.
Who else is old? Yeah, Jamal Crawford's one of the older
Udonis
guys in the league.
Haslam, Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol's old?
Man, Udonis Haslam's still playing, huh?
Yeah, apparently. He's been on the Heat since the 2003. Wow.
He has only ever played for the Heat.
Wow. And Dirk has only ever played for the Mavs. That's pretty good. So this is our basketball podcast where we just look
Yep.
up basketball stats on the internet. Dwayne Wade is one of the oldest people? Man, that's unfortunate. I thought Dwayne Wade was young.
What? Based on what?
I don't know. Just not paying attention. Like, I remember when he started, and that's, that's it. I don't even know who this person is. Nene Hilario?
Oh, Nene? Yeah,
I've never even
he's
heard
still
of him.
kicking around. He's on the Rockets.
Houston
Nene
Rockets.
is one of my favorite players of all time.
Oh, yeah?
He's one of my absolute favorite players. He was,
he's familiar. Yeah,
played for
okay.
the Denver Nuggets for a long time.
I'm seeing a picture of him now. He looks familiar. He played for the
He
Wizards.
he
plays
dunks
for
the ball good.
He dunks the ball good. As good as Vinsanity?
Different kinds of dunk.
Oh, he's 6'11". Wow.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Okay. Carl says Allison needs to go next. Kara Mariah says she is not Carl's pawn. Back at camp, Gabby says they need to get rid of the Godfather next, who is Carl. How do you feel about that nickname?
It seemed like the only people that it was like a pejorative nickname.
Yes.
It was always just people complaining about him saying it. So I don't know if I would like it if I was him.
Mm-hmm. Christian and Allison agree to take him out. Carl is excited that they have the numbers and says they aren't going to just hand it back to the Goliaths anytime soon. Confident Carl, that's what they should call him. He tells them that Angelina and Nick that it will be Allison next, and then Christian agrees, in quotes. Christian tells Mike... Who's Mike? Oh, Mike White. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Mike who?
Like Mike, who Mike... There's only 8 people left. How did I forget who Mike White was? My favorite person on the season. The dude who wrote School of Rock, I forgot about. I thought of Dr. Mike from Triple H, and I was like, he's not on this season.
He wrote Orange County, you piece of shit. How dare you?
What? He can write more than one movie. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying that I'm not saying it like he didn't write School of Rock. I'm saying it like you doubted him, and he also wrote Orange County.
Orange Crush.
That's not what I said. He wrote the REM song Orange Crush.
He's so
how dare
talented. Do you want to hear how stupid my brain is?
Yes. I mean, I do it every day and every time that I talk to you, but,
When I said Orange Crush, my brain meant to say the OC.
Which is also not what I was talking about.
Orange County, though.
The Orange County movie is the one with Jack Black and Colin Hanks.
I know, and he has oranges on his eyes in the poster. I've never seen the movie, but I remember that.
Yep.
Okay. Christian tells Mike White, who realizes that he is now the swing vote. Christian tells Gabby that they're all voting Angelina. And then Gabby gets mad that her alliance was trying to pull one over on her and says, "We're not an alliance, are we?" Angelina notices that they are running low on rice and plans to negotiate with Jeff to get more rice. And then Mike calls her Tracy Flick, which I thought was appropriate. I haven't thought about Tracy Flick in a while, and I'm glad and unsurprised that Mike is the one who made that comparison. From Election, Tracy Flick.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay.
Yes,
You just didn't respond, and I know you love that movie, so
it's a good movie.
maybe we should watch that in the off season.
It doesn't really have anything to do with anything that we watch.
Well, Mike said Tracy Flick. So here's our schedule for the off season. We watch Election, and then we watch School of Rock, and then we watch Orange County, and then we watch the first 5 episodes of the OC. That's it.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Okay. Oh, we also do an episode with Rhyme Crimes. Rhyme Crimes is fun. Okay, they go through some obstacles. Oh, this is the immunity challenge now. They go through some obstacles, collecting blocks, and then have to solve a word puzzle. But before they start, Angelina presents her negotiation with Jeff, and Jeff says that someone has to sit out of the challenge, so Angelina does in order to get more rice. Here's my theory on the low rice. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Angelina had been planning this a long time ago. She was purposely eating a lot of rice so they would run out, so she would have to make a negotiation and then could use that in her final tribal council speech. What do you think?
That'd be a smart move.
It would be. She's a smart player. She's a lot better than John Morrison, who not in the game anymore. Not making it to final tribal. Just saying.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Just saying. Okay. So Carl is the first one to get a word, but it's the wrong word. And then Davey gets the right word. So Davey wins. Do you want Davey to win? Who did you say you were rooting for most? Kara?
Kara, yeah.
Not Davey?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if Davey won.
Yeah. It's I feel like most people this season I wouldn't mind to see win.
It would be a historic win, the first Blurred ever to win.
Since Ghost Island.
The first ever.
Angelina says that she feels like she won because she got more rice and Allison didn't win immunity. Back at camp, they thank Angelina for getting more rice, and she says she doesn't want to make a big deal of it. Can you say a winner's edit? Just saying. Angelina's going to win this one game. And I'm excited about it. Good pick by me at the merge.
Jake is here for it.
Yep. I like how you're about to say we are here for it, and then you're like, no, I'm not on board.
I am, in fact, not here for it.
Carl says he doesn't want to make a dumb move and give the Goliath the numbers again. Mike White says he's assured both sides that he is with them. Christian, though, does not totally trust Mike White. That's unfortunate, Christian. You should.
I guess Christian's going to have to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get into these wildlife shots. There was a black-tip shark. There was a spider. There was a hermit crab that was crawling on a boot and then fell off, and it was very cute. And then, seeing as we've basically covered every animal that they're going to show in these Fiji seasons, we got to expand our wildlife shots a little bit. You know there's plants on this show?
What?
Yeah. So, like everything else, I might be wrong. I might have the wrong thing, but there was a plant at Tribal Council that looked like a bromeliad. Might be wrong. But there are nearly 3,500 species of bromeliads. They can be as small as Spanish moss or as large as a pineapple. The largest one ever, though, is called the Queen of the Andes, and it can reach 50 feet tall. So that's cool. It's a diverse type of plant in shape and size. A study was done in Ecuador that found 300 species of animal on one of these plants, many of which only existed on a bromeliad. Isn't that cool?
Sure.
I think it's cool. Plants are cool.
Gotta tell you, I don't really care that much about the plants. I'm all about the animals.
Wow. Okay. Well, tell Jeff to put more animals on the show then. Tweet at Jeff Probst. Getting more animals.
Tell Jeff to tell Fiji to have more animals.
There we go. That's what we need to do. They can adapt to many different environments. This is a fun fact. When Spanish conquistadors took back a pineapple, the Europeans became so fascinated with its shape it became art.
Wow.
I love it.
What a bunch of idiots.
I know, Europeans are stupid. Okay, let's get into this tribal council. Kara complains... Kara compares the game to real estate. It's fine. Christian makes a poached eggs metaphor. It's also fine. Angelina, do you like poached eggs? Do you make poached eggs?
I do like poached eggs.
Do you make a good one?
Not really, I just order them places.
Nice. Angelina says no one is taking things too personally. That's good. That seems to be a theme of this season, where everybody's just like, hey, I'm just here to play the game. And I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Jeff points out that Mike is the last remaining male Goliath. You know, that's interesting also. Angelina says, before they vote, clear eyes, full hearts.
Can lose.
can't lose is actually how that phrase ends.
Time to
which
lose.
Angelina can. Angelina is going to win this whole game. She's going to come back and win a second time, and then she's going to come back and dethrone Sandra Diaz-Twine. So, sorry, Sandra, but Angelina's the new you to Edge Christian Bono.
It's all connected.
You should see my bedroom. There's so much red yarn on the wall. Okay, so then Jeff reads the votes. Allison, Carl, Allison, Carl. So, both of the people that you picked before the show started have now been voted out. How do you feel, Thomas?
I feel fine. Who did you pick for the first set of people?
Oh, I picked Lyrsa and Natalie. Both of them were voted out pre-merge. But I have the opportunity of picking Angelina, who will, as we've discussed earlier, end up winning this game.
Well, you
it's
seem
not
a
gonna
little
be-
confident about that, Jake. We know how that goes.
Okay, let's get into these points. You got 2 points for Mike White going on 2 rewards.
Hell yeah, it was a good pick.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they did not get a massage. They did not get kebabs. They did not go to a bar and then watch the first 10 minutes of the
Jeff
double
Probst did not
episode, and
refer
Jeff
to them
keeps
as
referring
his
to
friend,
his
to the
friend.
bartender.
I have to tell you something. You know the website OkCupid?
Yeah.
You've heard of it? I started talking to somebody on there because she listed in her profile that she watches Survivor. I was like, hell yeah. So we went out last night, and she was like, do you know what the best reward ever was? And I was like, I don't know what. She goes, when Jeff took, in the first season, was it Jenna?
I think so.
To that weird bar. And I was like, yes. And he kept referring to her as a friend.
She got to watch the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah. It's great. Okay.
Show my friend this for the first 10 minutes of this episode.
Here's a weird VHS tape. This is my friend. She's going to be on TV with me, her friend. I got a point for Angelina surviving. I got a point for Davey getting a reward. I got a point for Christian winning immunity. I got a point for Alec getting voted out, and a point for Carl getting voted out. So, the game is now tied 25-25.
Wow.
Pretty happy about that. Okay, let's...
Didn't I say Carl was going to get eliminated?
No, you said Angelina and Gabby were going to get eliminated.
Oh, I picked the other side of the Carl Gabby thing.
Yep. Okay.
Can we pretend that I said that Carl and not Gabby was going to get eliminated so that I can still be winning?
The thing is with that, we can't. That's unfortunately not how this game works. Look, when you sign up to play points, you have to obey the rules.
You agree to obey the rules. It's not a democracy.
Okay, what do you think the reward will be? It's going to be the loved ones visit.
It's going to be the loved ones.
Yeah, but we can't pick loved ones. Because it was in the...
well, I think there's going to be some loved ones on this challenge.
Great, what are they going to do?
Man, what haven't they done? I'll say this is where we get like the spa day with the relatives.
I'm gonna take from yours last week and say kebabs, or they all go to a bar together.
Yeah,
and Jeff says, "Welcome."
That one we're just default wagering on at this point.
Yeah, it has to happen. It's been so long.
They got to bring it back.
Who will go on the reward? And remember, this is the loved one, so pick anyone. You're probably gonna be right.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Davey is going to go.
Sure. I'm gonna say Allison.
Sure.
Okay. Immunity. Who's gonna win that necklace?
I'm just thinking who's all left.
There's only 8 people left. What if the reward is your loved one has to do immunity for you.
I think haven't like all the pretty strong physical players been voted out now?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Alec was kind of the last one.
The last behemoth, yeah. Do you want me to pull up the cast list?
I'm going to say that Kara is going to win.
Ooh, that would be interesting. I'm going to say Allison wins. I'm going all in on Allison this week, apparently.
Okay.
She did pretty well last week, and I think she's got it in her to do another one. Gabby and Christian, they teased a turn on them. Gabby's apparently turning on Christian next episode. We'll see if she actually does. I doubt she will this episode.
If she does, though, that's a point for me.
That's a point for you, yep. Okay, who's getting voted out?
I'm going to say Christian.
He's got an idol.
No, I'll say Allison.
How? She's going to win immunity.
She'll also have an idol, an immunity idol.
Yep. I'm going to say... I'm going to say Mike. I think he's playing the middle too much. That's it.
Can't
all
believe
of
you do that to our boy.
I know. California. The OC.
You know, the worst thing that can happen sometimes is you get exactly what you want, Jake.
I mean, true. Alex's mom and Carl's wife showed up at Ponderosa, and that was touching.
That's nice.
Yep, I don't think anything else really happened in their Ponderosas, so we're done with that segment now. Challenge is over for the season, finally.
Thank God.
Are You the One? No longer on air. Real World, though. Coming to Chicago. Open casting call. Considering going, even though I'm like 3 years older than you're supposed to be on that show. Yeah, they're not going to
cast you, bud. I'm sorry.
Oh, why not? Or don't they want to cast somebody who's nearly 30 years old? Okay, Thomas, I sent you something in the mail. Hasn't gotten there yet because the mail service is a sham.
I'm totally going to open it and pretend to open it the next episode. I'm just telling you this right now.
I can't wait to hear what your lie is going to be. Okay, season 38, they announced, will premiere on February 20th of next year, which means there will be 8 weeks between seasons. So we have to figure out what we're doing in that time.
Yeah, it's not really long enough to watch another season of Survivor, so...
Right, but I was thinking... we've got a few weeks to figure it all out, but... Let me pull it up right now. I was thinking we might be able to double up on episodes and watch the Australian Outback.
Okay.
Those are pretty easy to watch.
Yeah, we could maybe do that.
So that's an option, or we could just watch some movies and do our own simulated seasons, which is always fun. We haven't done that in a while. But I also want to watch Australia. That's such a good season. It's got Jerry and Colby. The original Boston, Rob, and Amber. I know you don't know what that means, but the people who watch the show know. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. There were 15 episodes. I don't know if that includes the reunion or not. With 8 weeks, we could do it.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that. We got some time.
We got some time on our hands. I don't know why I said that.
Right. Let's wrap this up. I gotta pee.
Okay. New hashtag this week, Vinsanity on Survivor. I don't want to see Vince Carter leave the NBA, but I do want to see him
we maybe want to wait till he retires for that.
Vinsanity on Survivor 2021.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, that's the new hashtag. Follow us on Twitter, DYWSLN. Jake Scheidel is my Twitter.
Tom Not Tom is mine.
Yep. And you can review us on Apple Podcasts for 5 stars. David Podcast, like to make it a Goliath podcast and tell all their friends about it.
You're doing a really good job of conveying all this information quickly.
Look, I say it every week, and I just want you to
have a great summer.
I don't want you to pee your pants, Thomas. All right, have a great summer.
Yeah, deuces. Well, number 1 in this case.
Oh, okay.